thermal energy based electric power plant. So the first electric power plant that we are studying is the thermal energy based. You all must have definitely visited the Koradi temple, and while going you must have all seen the thermal power plant. At a thermal power plant we make use of coal as a fuel. Coal has got stored chemical energy inside it, and when this coal is burnt it releases this chemical energy. So here we have fuel, that is coal, boiler for conversion of water to steam. So there are huge big boilers in which water is taken, and this water is heated using coal so as to convert the water into steam. This steam is then used to rotate the turbines. Steam has very high temperature and pressure, and the force of the steam rotates the turbine. This turbine in turn activates the generator, or it starts rotating the generator in turn, and eventually electrical energy is produced. But once the steam is released, it loses its temperature as well as pressure. So there is a mechanism whereby we can convert this steam, which is now not having any pressure, back into water, and it can be reused again. So this is the process that is involved in the generation of electrical energy from thermal energy. Let us see the energy transformation in a thermal power plant. Chemical energy in coal. So the coal has got stored chemical energy inside it. It is converted to thermal energy, that is heat energy. This heat energy is then converted into kinetic energy in steam, because here we have heated the water. When you heat water, it is thermal energy, and the water gets converted into steam, and this steam has got kinetic energy because it is moving and coming out of a small nozzle, and it is falling onto the turbines. So kinetic energy in steam, then the kinetic energy in turbine, and finally electrical energy is produced. So this is the energy transformation that takes place in a thermal power plant. Let us now try to understand the schematic diagram of a thermal power plant. If you have ever passed by the Koradi thermal power plant, then you must have definitely seen two big towers. One of these towers is for waste gas removal, and the second one is a cooling tower. Apart from this, it has got other important components like a boiler, then we have a turbine. So this is the turbine, then you have a generator and a condenser. So this is how they are arranged, the various components in a thermal power plant. Now we know that the fuel that is used here is coal, and that is used to heat water in the boiler. Once the water boils and it is converted into steam, it is used to drive the turbines. So the turbine starts rotating due to the tremendous pressure and the velocity with which the steam comes out at high temperature. This turbine in turn then causes the movement of the generator, and electrical energy is generated. But once the steam is released, it loses its temperature as well as high pressure. This steam is then collected in the condenser. The steam is then further cooled down, and it is converted back to water with the help of water from the cooling tower. So water from the cooling tower is made to flow around the condenser. The water absorbs the heat energy of the steam, thereby bringing about the process of condensation. So heat energy in the steam is given to the water that is made to continuously flow through the condenser, and the steam condenses back to water. Now, this heat that is absorbed by water is released to the atmosphere in the form of vapor and hot air, and these two are let out through the cooling tower. So this is what is the process that is taking place at a thermal power plant in order to produce electrical energy from heat energy that is obtained by heating water using coal as its fuel. Problems associated with thermal power plants: air pollution due to burning of coal. Burning of coal results in emission of gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxide, which are harmful to the health. So this is a major problem that is associated with thermal power plants, because burning of coal results in production of various gases which are extremely dangerous for human health. And these gases are given out of the chimneys 24/7. So they cause a lot of pollution of the environment, as well as they can cause health hazards. Along with emission of gases due to burning of coal, soot particles are also released into the environment. This may cause serious health problems related to respiratory system. Soot particles are carbon particles that have resulted from incomplete combustion. So some particles of carbon remain unburnt and they come out in the form of soot particles. Now these are very small in size and they can be easily inhaled. And if they are inhaled, they may result in various respiratory disorders. Apart from this, burning of coal also produces tons of fly ash every day. But nowadays, we have started making use of this fly ash in the production of bricks, blocks, tiles, etc. So fly ash is being put to use. Otherwise, this fly ash is so light that it can be carried away by the wind and it can cause lot of pollution. The reserves of fuel used in this method, that is coal, are limited. Therefore, in future, there will be limitations on the availability of coal. So we know that coal is a fossil fuel and it was formed millions of years ago when plants and animals got buried inside the ground, and they were acted upon by various pressure, temperature, and catalytic action took place inside the earth and resulted in the formation of fossil fuel. Out of them, one of them is coal. So the reserves are few and there will be limitations on the availability of coal in future. So these are some of the problems that are associated with thermal power plants.